Yo yo yo, it is Skater Novus 91, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about what I'm gonna do later on when I'm going through these videos. I'm gonna try to way to do long plays of games. I have a lot of projects that I wanna focus on. I wanna focus on slow gameplay where I can play games that are extremely slow, like just use the hardware when I'm using on my PC to make slow gameplay so people can enjoy. It's kind of like how people enjoy 10-hour videos of something, and they could just watch it the whole day. Like slow long plays is like talking about what's going on in the game while I'm doing stuff, talking about my emotions. It's like a extra long play, so we'll have more content where we can focus on slower things, and that is a great thing that I thought of that can focus on it. So slowing down a game can really help you see where you're going and develop sort of some skill. It's not about getting better, not about getting best, but by understanding that we don't have to rush things all together in this societal thing, and cultural time that we live in. And it's like being able to focus on the small and the big, but not seeing it as counteractive or binary to each other. But it's not together also. It's rather different. And other projects I have coming is I'm gonna sell apparel and merchandise and stuff. It's gonna be shirts, pants, also decals, pictures. I'm gonna do that. And it's gonna take some time. I'm not gonna get it right away, but I'm gonna try to find a way to create my own apparel, my own shirts with a sewing machine that I might get. And I'm just thinking of the future a little bit, but in a different way, a future that is not so out there, like you can't really. It's about focusing on what we have now, and you can still not don't really fantasize, but you still have that fantasy that you always have. You can't really get rid of it, but it's about concentrating on the very fabric of the moments while understanding the past, and then being in a sort of flow state that you don't really focus too much on the present. It's about being in not many areas at once, but it's a different type of understanding. Sometimes things back you up, sometimes it pushes you, and you have to kind of get into a different state of mind. You can't live in one state your whole life. You can't be in one place your whole life. You need to move around, do different things, go back, review, sort of stuff like that. You don't have to really do that all together. You can be where you are for a while, focus on nature, focus on where you're at, and and then kind of get your memories there, remember things, and I'm trying to work on making my memory more solidified, but not so permanent. But by honing into like I don't know. I don't really focus on the inner child as much, but that inner feeling, inner child that you have is kind of like a way to generally focus on what you're doing and stuff. When you get into different character scenarios, you're able to go the next path, the next thing, what you need to do next, and it's not exactly next, but focus on before that gets to the next and focus on the present. It's not a feedback loop. I used to think things were a feedback loop. It's not necessarily like that. It's rather different. So focus. Focus on my hand right now. Look at it. Focus on it. Are you in a state of mind where you feel is this even there? Sometimes technology does that to us. It makes things too much validated over the point where we don't know or how to convey if things are real or not. And we need to focus on reality, but not trying to get to the commonality of what reality is to the status quo, really, because the status quo can only get you so far. That's why we need to handle things like a little by little, but even littler, and making even smaller and smaller steps. and doing that in such a way that we can handle our emotions slower, so like we don't have to hold on to things in our past so often, but we don't have to heal it or cure it over time. Like things can just not be, but be in different states. As I said before, this kind of goes back and forth a little bit, but that's how it is a little bit. I'm gonna end this video now and upload it. Comment, subscribe, like, and there will be more tonight and today.